Deutsche Bank is one of the first big Wall Street financial firms to forecast the U.S. will see a recession next year.
Yeah, economists there warn the Federal Reserve's efforts to fight rising inflations could trigger a recession. The U.S. is seeing inflation soar as consumer prices rise at the fastest rate in 40 years. You don't have to look any further than your most recent trip to the grocery store to see that. And it has caused the Feds to raise interest rates quickly in an attempt to get prices to try to level off. But experts say if they do too much too quickly, the Feds could accidentally slam the brakes on the economic recovery.
Joining us now to talk more about this is the global head of economic research at Deutsche Bank, Peter Hooper. Peter, great to have you with us. You know, there's by no means a consensus on this. We have been talking to other financial experts who say, no, there is no recession coming, that the economy is chugging along quite nicely, actually. The fundamentals are solid. So what are the key points driving your report and contributing to your recession forecast?
Well, Tanya, I think you're right. Things are looking very good right now, and this problem has sneaked up on us very quickly. Just a year ago, inflation was running 2%, and today it's 8%. The main driver is that inflation rate at 8%, the fact that it's broadened out. Initially, it was just used cars and airfares, but now it's across the board. I mean, we're seeing all kinds of services, rental inflation going up, food, energy, clothing, you name it. And this has gotten to the point where inflation psychology is setting in. People are seeing costs rise, they're passing these along, and people are increasingly willing to take them. I think the Fed is concerned because they're seeing not just inflation in goods and services, but very much now in the labor market. As it just noted, very good numbers again this morning. This is a red hot labor market. Now that's normally a good thing, but it's now a little too much of a good thing. Wage inflation has risen to well above levels that are consistent with the Fed's goal on inflation. And as it's increasingly telling us now, it knows that it needs to get inflation down by beginning to slow things in the labor market. The unemployment rate currently is, by estimates by the Fed staff and our own economists, something like 2 percentage points below the so-called natural rate, the rate of unemployment that would be consistent with inflation where we want to see it. So the Fed knows it has to raise unemployment, it has to slow things. If you raise the unemployment rate by 0.5 percentage point, traditionally that has meant a recession. And we're looking at something like 1 to 1.5 percentage points of unemployment that we're needing to take back now from a labor market that is so tight that, I mean, there are now something like 2 job openings for every unemployed worker. And that's across the board, and in many areas it's quite a bit tighter. So it's time. The Fed is behind the curve. And I think it's they themselves recognize it's time to act, and that does mean a slowdown. It means a recession.
Peter, you're probably aware Goldman Sachs economists told Bloomberg that a recession is, quote, far from inevitable, but also noted that banks are out of consensus with forecasting. So what's causing these disparities in the forecasts? And does that mean that there is any hope, in your opinion, of avoiding a recession?
Well, with all due respect to my colleagues at Goldman, they have a lot of bright people. This is a problem that has really taken us by surprise, and it's going to take a while for people to really wake up to where things are, where things need to go from here. You're right. We're out on a limb in terms of forecasts among banks. I looked at the Bloomberg survey recently, and we were the only one to be forecasting anything like a recession. Part of it's also the fact that the Fed has been slow to give us a better picture of what's going on here. In their March forecast, FOMC forecast, they were not forecasting anything close to a recession. They said, in fact, we can get by this without an increase in unemployment. I think thinking is going to be changing on that pretty quickly in the months ahead as the labor market continues tight and as there's increasing recognition that they're going to have to slow things enough to get there. Well, most of the banks are not yet there. There are a number of analysts have begun to warn. I mean, folks like Larry Summers, Bill Dudley have been telling us for some time that the fundamentals are in the direction that we fully agree that we're going to need to go. And I think people are going to be coming around to this view.
So, Peter, how concerned does the average American, just to bring the conversation from Wall Street down to Main Street for a moment, does the average person need to be about a recession? Will it be as bad as what we saw in 2008? And how should people prepare regardless of the severity?
Tanya, as my grandma used to tell me, a stitch in time saves 9. So if the Fed acts quickly and aggressively and slows things, we can get by here, I think, with a mild recession. That does mean unemployment going up a percentage point or percentage point and a half. That does mean another perhaps 1.5 million people losing jobs in a labor market that's very, very tight currently. But if they don't do so, and I should say one of the reasons that there's some disagreement, one of the reasons people think we'll be able to get by without getting this is that the Fed's going to blink, is going to wimp out, as they say, and not do what's needed to give us that stitch in time. It's going to let inflation go. We saw this happen before. We saw it in the 1970s. The Arthur Burns Fed was slow to act to get inflation to take it in hand, and that we had to bring in Paul Volcker, and then we did see a 2008 type of very deep and very painful recession. So if we don't get this near-term slowdown, if we don't get this recession to some point next year, it's going to come later on, and it's going to be a lot more painful. Prepare, I think, in terms of preparing, yes, the stock market usually drops 3 to 6 months ahead of a recession. So we're looking for a pretty good year this year. It's going to be a little bit more painful next year. And then looking beyond, if we get through the correction, things will be looking better down the road.
All right, Peter Hooper, Global Head of Economic Research at Deutsche Bank. Thank you so much. We appreciate your insight.
Pleasure.